Hey, rookie uh, readers, viewers, um, visitors. I'm Mike Birbiglia, and I'm doing this week's grown man, Ask a Grown Man segment, and we'll see how this goes. The first question is from Tessa, age 16 in Los Angeles, which is where I am right now. This is my hotel room. I'm just here. There's a stack of pillows, which is what everybody needs in a hotel. There's some kind of bench over there in the corner, and there's a little 360 pan. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm getting ready to. I'm going on talk shows and talking about my new movie, Sleepwalk With Me, and that's where I am, Tessa. I may be near where you are. Your question is, how do you recover from a broken heart? I just can't see how I can feel okay about having less love in my life. It's a really good question. You know, when I was, God, when I was 22 or 23, I had a really hard breakup with my college sweetheart, whom we had been together for a long time. We've been together for probably about 5 years. Our families were friends, and we were really close friends. We were best friends. It was very, very hard, but I have to say, like being with someone is great, but also being alone is great because you can discover things about yourself that you just didn't know were true. You can discover things about yourself that you actually feel good about, and you can make discoveries. Like in my life, I started writing a one-man show, and I started, traveling more, and I just started just understanding myself in a different way. Like I feel like people are afraid sometimes uh, of being alone, but in fact, like being alone can be one of the best things that you can do. Um, so for yourself. The next question is from Anna, and the question is: do boys like high-waisted jeans? I consider myself a boy in some ways, though I'm also a grown man. I don't know what high-waisted jeans are. I'm gonna be really straight with you, Anna. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what high-waisted jeans are. So I don't think so. Point is, I don't know what high-waisted jeans are. The next question is from Anonymous. Fine. I'm 16 and I've never been kissed. When guys ask me about this, should I tell them the truth or make something up or be basic and vague? I feel like I was a late bloomer in a lot of ways. I was very worried when I found out that people were kissing. Like it started where I grew up in Massachusetts, people started sort of making out with each other in 7th grade and in 8th grade, 9th grade. And I was shocked by this. I was like, people we know are making out with other people we know? But how? It just seemed like this alien ritual where these two aliens kind of attach orifices all of a sudden. And I was just like, I am not doing that. And collectively, all the girls in my class were like, that is fine. You're not kissed. So it was not as much of an option for me. Yeah, I wouldn't sweat that too much. There's a lot of time in your life to do a lot of things. I feel like the older I get, the more I realize that the more you take your time and let things happen at the rate that they happen, the more organic that experience can be, and the more right it can be for you. So I would, in terms of whether or not you should tell people, I would just tell them the truth. I would just say it's, and I would even say if you're self-conscious about it, say I'm self-conscious about it. I say, no, I haven't had my first kiss, and I'm self-conscious about it, and that's okay. I think that's okay. So that's what I would say. But who am I? I don't know. Okay, a guy in my class This is from Sophie, who asks, a guy in my class constantly makes sexist jokes. I try to speak up about it, but it never works, in all caps. Should I waste my time and effort on this person, or should I continue to stand up for what I think, or should I see these comments as harmless jokes, nothing more? Isn't comedy, in parentheses, isn't comedy about unearthing the cruelties of humanity? That's a very sort of Shakespearean way of looking at it, but yeah, I mean, I feel like jokes, whether they're sexist jokes uh, or offensive jokes in a variety of ways, often it's just like a defense mechanism that people have. They're just making jokes because they don't know how to talk about the subject that they're talking about in a meaningful and connecting way, and so they kind of circumvent that by making jokes about it. And I mean, one way to deal with it is just to respond, whatever, I don't know what the specific joke is, but just to respond in a way that's honest to you. It's like, if you don't think it's funny, you can just go, I don't think that's funny, but I like you, but I don't think that's funny. I think that's sort of a nice way to deal with it, and stick up for yourself, but also, if he thinks that's funny, who cares? And finally, this is from Lily, age 15. People always say that short girls can only be cute, but not hot or beautiful or sexy. I'm really short. I'm only 4'11", so I've been wondering, is this actually true? No, first of all, that's insane. My wife is probably about she's on the shorter side of short or tall. I'm getting in trouble as we speak. But she is cute and hot and beautiful and sexy, and all of those words are wildly subjective. They are wildly subjective, and people, and you'll find this, I think, as you get older, Lily, is that people are attracted to what they're attracted to, and it's, some people are attracted to short people and tall people and funny people, or funny people or unfunny people, or people who are athletic or people who are not athletic and they love books, or people who love comic books, or people who are just they like to wear Halloween costumes year round. There's really no one thing that is hot or beautiful or sexy or cute. That is just a myth, and you should just keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for watching. This is the Ask a Grown Man segment on Rookie. Hello, Tavi. Hello, Anahid. Hello, everyone at Rookie. And thanks for having me. And I'll see you soon.